Good morning, family and friends. How are you? Welcome to this great day, beautiful day, joyous day, wonderful day. A day you're supposed to be happy and joyous. It's a great day, and I welcome you. So I want to continue with what I started talking about yesterday when I was driving to work. So now I'm home on strange influence, which I use myself as case study, and I am still on it because we need to know the truth. If we don't know the truth, we cannot break all those so-called family cause, sensory cause. Those things does not exist, but because we lack knowledge, we believe they exist. And because we lack knowledge, we believe those criminals that use them to deceive us, or to, when they see you are desperate and gullible, they take advantage of that, and in the name of God and Jesus, exploiting you. Good morning there. So we need to know factual truth, not just knowing the truth, because every religion have their truth. Muslims have their truth, Christians have their truth, Jews have their truth, Americans have their truth, Africans have their truth, Asians have their truth, Europeans have their truth. So there are many truths in the world, but factual truth is one. Factual truth is factual truth, no matter where you take it to, every time, anytime, any day, anywhere. Factual truth is factual truth, is one, just like as the sun is. So, and when something, like somebody like me, I don't know about you, but if you're among the woke nation who are bold and declaring it, you know that your loved ones or your friends might have sometimes said that you are crazy, like you're under strange influence, that now you are possessed, demon has possessed you. But before, you used to be wonderful brother in the Lord, speaking in tongues, filled with the Holy Spirit. But now the Holy Spirit was asleep and the God was snoring. Then the evil spirit entered you. But these people don't also know that even their Bible said that God is the one that sent the evil spirit. Evil spirit comes from God. Like the story of Saul in the Bible. He said the evil spirit from God came into Saul. He began to behave like a madman. Okay, so also in Isaiah chapter 54 verse 16, God says the one that sent the destroyer to destroy. So for those of you, especially my family members, my parents, my siblings, that believe I am demon possessed or devil is manipulating me, or somebody has some power somewhere controlling me, making me to be saying what I'm saying about God and Jesus, or behaving the way I'm behaving. How about the God you have been praying to, the God you have been worshiping? Can't you see it's not working? It's not. The reason why it's not working, because it's not true. Truth, the real truth, factual truth always work. What is true always work. It always work. When something, I learned it when I was going to Lincoln Tech Institute. They said that anything you're trying to put together, but you are struggling with it, it's not, you're struggling with it. He said you are doing something wrong. If you do it right, all you will hear is click. You just hear that click, and that's true. You see how easy it is. But when you don't know, it will be even ordinary let me use this as an example. You see, some people, they may try to open this bottle of these pills, and it will be hard if they don't read the thing. Maybe they think it's the normal way you open stuff. You see, no, they will be doing it, but when they know that okay, you have to push it, then you see, easy, you open like that. But if not, they will be struggling. Like especially when somebody have arthritis in the finger, they can't open anything if they don't follow the instruction. So my family show concern, just as every family show concern to their loved ones, of course, but they want me to continue in the religion. I found out that our slave masters gave that religion to us. We Africans are Christians today because our slave masters were Christians. We Africans are Muslims today because our slave masters were Muslims. We Africans are Jews today because our oppressors were Jewish. Not because it is true, not because it is from our ancestors, not because it saved us, not because it did any good thing to us. Christianity never helped us as a people. Islam never helped us as a people. And Judaism never helped us as a people if you understand them. If you don't understand them, it's like somebody that took your honey and giving you candy. If you don't understand what you had before that person took it and gave you candy, you will think it's giving you good thing. No, even that candy is dangerous to your health. So their good works is actually bad works, because their good works were designed to separate us from our roots, to keep us far from our truth, and us embracing their truth, which will never work for us. And as you can see, Africa today, those truths are not helping us. They are not working in Africa. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, those three major religions in Africa, they are drowning us more and more. So we need to know the truth and save ourselves. So my family showed that concern, you know, but their concern is rooted in fear and ignorance. Yes, my parents, your parents, those our parents who are Christians, Muslims, and Jews, they are ignorant and are living in fear. They have fear of God, which they taught us. We all grew up with that fear of God. We have not seen that God does not exist, but we believe that God exists. So we have that fear of God and ignorance of ourselves. We became ignorant. We don't know ourselves. We don't know our ancestors. All we believe is because we fear God. We fear what they say God said in the Holy Book. Then that's what we claim we know. But that makes us ignorant. It makes us ignorant ignorant people. So it keeps us in that ignorance. And many of us are proud to be that ignorant. No. You have to wake up. Okay? Fear of God and ignorance of self. When we're talking about ignorance of self or knowledge of self, we're talking about true African history. Even the history of the religion itself, many of us embrace. We don't know the history of Christianity. We don't know the history of Islam. We don't know the history of Judaism until we begin to do research. I was a Christian thinking is the way, is the right way. No, I found that it's not, because it is full of bloodshed. It is full of violence. It is full of atrocities. That's how it became popular. That's how it became major religion in the whole world. Bloodshed. All of them use sword to be established. And we are using the sword of factual truth to cut ourselves from them all. So when they see the way I'm sounding now, they said it's a strange influence. Somebody somewhere is remotely controlling me or using me against good, against God, against all of it. If truly there is God, don't you think it's ridiculous for another power, another person, another thing to influence me more than that God? The God of my parents, my Christian parents, their God is supposed to keep their children. Because in Anglican church, my parents were paying money. They call it Ogo Kototo. They were there, if I can translate it, I don't know what they call it, but according to me, Ogo Koto means morning service or morning service fee. Something like that. So if you don't pay it, if that child happen to die, they will not come and bury that child. You see, that's one of the main reasons they pay that, or that's like membership fee. Maybe that's what it is. So many parents are paying for their children who are living far from them, who are not even living with them, and they're paying it. And some of them, those their children have died, they don't know, because they don't know what happened to them in abroad. Some of them are in jail, but they're still paying for that. They pay something in Romakali Church also. So I don't know the church you belong to or the denomination, you know what they do, but my parents do that. In Catholic Church, you hear about like booking mass for your children or for your family member. So there are many ways they rob our parents, our ignorant parents, our our fearful parents, they rob them in the name of God. How about that reverend sister that just quit Reverend? I know she made the best decision of her life. She may still be a Roman Catholic Church member. That's not a problem, but at least she has come out from that reverend sister nonsense to marry a man. How can you have vagina and the breast? Vagina is for you to have sex and use your breast and breastfeed your children, or at least to have sex, even if you don't have a child or children. You have all those natural endowments, and you are telling me you are a reverend sister or reverend father. You are not using it, you are serving God. The God you say you are serving, that's why you will not use those things. Is it not the same God that you believe created you and gave you those things? So that God didn't know that you will serve him later and gave you that vagina and penis. Think, my people. If God wanted you to be a reverend father or reverend sister in your life at all, he wouldn't have given you penis and vagina. He wouldn't think. It is people that made up the St. Augustine was the one that made up all that nonsense. Did you see even the sisterhood in the Bible where they say some women refuse to marry? Refuse to marry to be sisters for work of God. Where do you see that in the Bible? It's not even in the Bible. God of the Bible hates women serving him. But they come up with, because the Romans founded all the modern Christianity. Now they killed the Africans that started the real Christianity, and they brought this one, they forced on everyone. So that sister, that reverend sister, made good decision. I also work with one. She used to also be a reverend sister that she married. Now she have, I think, about 3 or 4 children, bouncing, doing good. She's doing good also for herself. She's still a Roman Catholic Church member, but at least she regained her life. How can you carry vagina that is so sweet for men and you say you are serving which God? And sometimes Reverend Father will be raping you or fucking you, but you cannot come out and say you are married or you can't have a child or children. So that Reverend sister, now some people will be saying she's demon possessed, devil will influence him, or they will try to give one excuse. No, maybe she was never a true Reverend sister. She, you know, all that, like some people saying I was never a true Christian. I was never a Christian. I say, shut up. What do you mean Christian? There is no such thing as true Christian. Every Christian is fake. All of them. Christ is fake. Everything you build on that foundation you call Jesus Christ is fake. So what are you saying? You say, yes, I'm never a true Christian. I'm never a Christian. I have been African from birth. I'm a Akebulan before they came and forced me through my parents to become Christian. Now I say, no way. I did my own research and I wake up. Hear me out, my people, my family and friends, my parents, my siblings, everyone that used to know me before, listening to me, and those that come to know me now. No God can influence me. No Satan can influence me. No Jesus Christ can influence me. No demon can influence me. No man or woman can influence me to do anything negative, to do what I don't want to do. No God or Satan can influence the woke nation because they have put fast over faith. They put reality over religion. You cannot influence the woke nation to go back to what they trash. They are not like dogs that return to its vomit. It is you who is a believer that is like sheep, like dog, like swine. You always go back to where they want you to go back. But once you wake up, you can never go back to sleep because you have dreamt enough, you have snored enough, you have slept enough. Now you are on the better side where you can see clearly now. You cannot see and somebody say you did not see. Come on. That's why you see, even what these believers saw in the dream, they believe it to be real. Why in the reality it's not? But now in reality, you see. Nobody can tell you to go back and say you did not see. No, I have seen it. I've touched it. I handled it. I cannot go back to God. I cannot go back to Jesus because I am forward ever and backward never. Faith in God, imaginary being, is strange influence. The real strange influence that many people have today is faith in God, imaginary being. God you have not seen, Jesus you have not seen, Allah you have not seen, Yahweh you have not seen, Jehovah you have not seen, Muhammad you have not seen, those Mary you have not seen, those imaginary beings you have not seen, yet you believe they exist. They are influencing your life. You have not seen heaven and hell. You believe that exists. That belief is influencing your life. That's why you are living an unhappy life in the midst of happiness. That's why you are living a sorrowful life in the midst of joy. It's time you wake up and trust religion and begin to live your life humanly. It is that strange influence of faith in God that makes people behave and reason like animals against factual truth. You show them the truth. They said, I believe what I believe. Oh, I say, hear what you said. He said, you believe what you believe. He did not say, you know what you believe. He did not say, you believe what you know. You say, you believe what you believe. Yes. You believe because you don't know. You believe, but why are you believing when you're supposed to be knowing? In this age and time of knowledge, why are you sticking to faith? Why are you sticking to believe? Why do you love lie? Can't you see that in every belief there is lie? L-I-E. That is the cord that holds you down there. You love that lie as children love candy. You give a child a car key, a brand new car, you give the key to a child. You hold the key like this and you hold candy like this. Guess what? The child will go to the candy. The child don't care about the car. It's the candy. Why are you living like child? If a child have imaginary friend, we bear with them because we know they don't know better. How about you, a grown-up adult, still have an imaginary friend you call God, imaginary friend you call Jesus Christ, imaginary friend you call Satan, imaginary friend you call devil, imaginary friend you call Mary, imaginary friend you call angel, imaginary friend you call whatever you call them in that religion. You believe because you don't know. You have faith because you lack knowledge. It is time you stop believing and start knowing. Your believing ends the moment you know. When you know, and that's why you see believers get upset because they cannot figure out how they can get out of that box of believing till you are knowing. That's why they say you are under strange influence. Why they are the one tied down in strange influence. People like us just pity them because we know they don't know what they are doing. They don't know. When you see anyone that believe or worship, they believe and worship what they don't know. When you know, you will stop believing. When you know, you will stop worshiping. It's Sunday, you will see them going to worship because they don't know what they worship. Those that know don't worship. Those that know live their life worry-free, stress-free, enjoying their life wherever they are. They don't worship. They do research. Spend that time you used to read their Bible in the church. Spend it to read your Bible in your house. Do your own research. Bring your dictionary. Read your Bible with dictionaries. Do your own research. Ask questions. And you will see that you will open your eyes. But going to church, going to mosque, going to synagogue, going to temple will never open your eyes. That's why you will always learn and you go in there to learn, but you will never come to the knowledge of the truth because there is no truth there. In every belief, there is lie. And every religion thrives on faith and belief. And that faith and belief is rooted in fear. The fear that torments believers. It's not any devil tormenting you, it's fear. Yes, my family, they have that fear. They don't want bad thing to happen to me. But I will not say because they have that feelings for me, so let me just pretend like I don't know what I know. No. Once you know, you cannot unknown it. It is known. It is there. It's permanent. Once somebody hurt you, it's there. You cannot deny that person never hurt you for any reason. No way. It is there. When you believe what you don't know. I can say to you that I have $100 million in my bank account. You believe me because I live in America, right? Okay. Time to know or time to prove has come. They say they need $1 million. I say I have 100 million. I say, give me time, give me time. You know I don't have it. Because if I have it, you say give you 1 million. I say I give you 10. Because I now have 100. Do you get what I just said? That's why believers, when they tell you about what they believe, you ask them question, they say one day, the time is coming when you will know, because it does not exist. They don't know what they believe. They don't know what they worship. Another thing they say is, let the truth you know guide you, and let the truth I know guide me. That's a silly word, silly statement. In other words, they're telling you, mind your own whatever. Let me mind my own whatever. Mind your whatever you say that is the truth. Now, let me continue with this truth. And I asked them, how many sons guides us? You want my truth to guide me and your own truth to guide me. Factual truth is one. When I mean factual truth is one, it means it is the same thing to everyone, everywhere, regardless where you are. Factual truth is factual truth, just like the sun. When the sun rises, when the sun shines, everyone share from it. You can't say, no, it is the moon now. You can't say, no, it is the star. You can't say, no, it is water. No, it is the sun, and the sun to everyone, regardless your age. You're supposed to know that factual truth does not change. It does not change. But look at your religion, it keeps changing. Look at your holy book, they keep translating it, they keep changing it, they keep interpreting it, because it's never the truth. Your truth, religious truth, political truth, they are not the truth that can set you free. It's only factual truth that can set you free. How many suns do we have shining upon all of us in this world? You don't tell me there are many suns. You don't tell me the sun is different in Africa and Asia. The sun is the same thing in every place. Even though it may not shine on the same place at the same time, but so long as sun is the same thing, having the same effect. Political truth will keep you in bondage, which is what politicians use to control the masses. Religious truth will keep you in bondage, which is what the religious use to keep the masses in bondage. Your personal truth will keep you in bondage, which is why many refuse to grow up. They refuse to go beyond what they claim to know. No, you have to be versatile. You have to spread your wings and soar. There are many things in this world. Yeah, who say you cannot know it all? If you dare to know it all, you will know it all. The question is this: will you make out time to do research, to try to know? You may not know everything in the world, but you can know something about everything in the world. So wherever you are, when they're talking, you can also make your own contribution. And let no one intimidate you. I want you to know, my people, it is factual truth that will set you free. I am not under any strange influence. I am under the influence of factual truth. And that is the truth that can set Ehun Okoko free. That is the truth that can set men and women free. That is the truth that can set all of us free. It is time we wake up. It must start with you. Know yourself. Build what you want. Build what you know that is good for you. and be a man or a woman of your word. You say it. Don't let anyone influence you to change your mind when you know you really sat down and thought over it and made that decision. This is how or what will work for me, and this is what I will do. If it is your own thing, if it is your own possession, don't let it go because somebody put some word in your head and you lose it. That's what religion has done to many of us. Africans today, we're still not fighting to get our heritage back because they use that religion to mentally enslave us. Whenever we try to rise, religion will pull us down. He say, don't worry, leave vengeance for God. God will fight for you. God will do this. God will do that. They are all lies and liars. It is time Africans wake up. I am not under any strange influence. No, I am under the influence of factual truth. Factual truth that everyone, regardless your age, you yourself can apply it to your life and live your life very well. Life is good. Life is sweet. Life is easy. Life is natural. Live it and have fun. Peace.